Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Olumide Oloruntoba, and I would like to welcome you guys here today. I'm glad that everybody was able to make it here. Um, this agency is called the Ridgeview Institute, and today we're going to be talking about depression, our thoughts and feelings. We're going to be learning coping skills. Before we dive into the program today, I would like for everybody to introduce themselves, state your first and last name, and tell us how depression has affected your life so far. Okay, we'll start with you over here.
My name is T. Mary. Depression have made me lose my job, lost my house, and my relationship.
Okay, thanks for telling us.
My name is Pete. This is my first time attending this program,
Okay,
and depression has affected me financially.
okay, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Yes, my name is James Jackson. Depression has made me lose focus on what like the perspective of life, and I've lost my relationship with people, but it's taking a toll.
Okay, all right, thank you for sharing.
My name is Sunday Kachuku. Depression has made me lose consider of my kids. Um, Currently going through a lot right now, and I can't keep a job at this point. I'm very sad.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. I also like to thank you for sharing this. Okay.
Yeah, my name is Andy West. Depression has taken a toll on my life as well. I've not really been able to hold down a job, and my finance has taken a hit. Um, I've really I've not been able to make a headway financially.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, and I also like to thank you, thank you guys, thank you everybody for sharing. The next thing I'd like to do is to tell you guys the purpose of this group. This will be a 6 weeks program, and it's going to be a closed group, which means that it's just going to be everybody that you see here today for the next 6 weeks. It's going to be the same people that you're going to be seeing, and we're going to be sharing our thoughts and feelings as to how depression has affected our lives so far. Okay. The meeting time is going to be 12 o'clock every Monday, and it's going to be holding right here. Okay. I'd like to explain my role to you guys. My role, I'll be the facilitator of this program, and my role is also to guide you guys, keep track of time, making sure we're all on the same page. And I'll be working with some of you guys one on one, pulling you out. And I'll also be working with everybody else. We'll also be working with everybody as a group. I also like to clarify the group rules, which is to turn on your phone to vibrate. And if there's an emergency for you to pick calls, because I know everybody has family and we also have emergencies. I'd like for you guys to step outside and take a call and come back in. And also, it will be important for everybody to be here on time and maintain eye contact, respect everybody's opinion, because we all did come from different backgrounds. So everybody's opinions is going to be different. So it's important for each one of us to respect the other person's opinion. And if they're making a statement, you let them talk, then you come back and make your own statement. Okay? Does everybody understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
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 Okay. Does anybody have any question at this time? No?
No. No.
Okay. Also, like to mention confidentiality. What that means is that whatever you share here uh, will stay with me. I will not tell anybody. And I also urge you guys, implore you guys to um, respect everybody's confidentiality, so that way everybody's feel comfortable to be able to share whatever they want to say.
Okay.
On the flip side to that is that if you tell me that you want to hurt yourself or you want to hurt somebody, I'm a mandatory reporter. I'm obligated to report to the authorities to take care of the situation. Okay.
All right.
If you guys could nod your head to show that you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay. Before we go ahead, I'll also like you guys to state your expectation of this um, this group right here? What do you expect to gain from this group?
Well, I expect to come out a better person,
Okay.
understand life more better, and adapt to the situation more better,
Okay.
if that's possible.
Go ahead. Next person.
Um, one thing I would like to achieve from this program would be to better myself, what ways I can improve as a new computer and overcome um, my financial struggles.
Okay.
Yeah, my expectation is to come out and to get solution to the problem, depression. So I know as my colleagues are here, and I expect that what they have to say will actually help me, and not just me, each and every one of us to move forward.
Okay. Go ahead.
I just want to be able to manage this whole situation better. You know, get some help one way or the other, and put my life together.
Yeah, I expect to, at the end of this program, to come out from depression. I don't want depression to, um, you know, take over my life, the rest of my life. I want to succeed. I want to be able to hold down a job and provide for myself and my family.
Okay. From what I hear, everybody says they'll like to come out of depression and move on with their life. Is that correct?
Yes.
And also, I would like to mention that that's part of what we're going to be learning in this group. We're going to be learning about coping skills to manage warning signs about depression and triggers about depression. Okay. The next thing I would like to do is for to split up in twos or in threes um, to tell each other person about how depression has impacted their week so far. So we're just going to take a minute or two to come to split in twos. Just tell your partner how depression has impacted your week. Okay.
Oh, I'm not. Well, public place, but
Um, depression is
I don't know what they want. Was always in mind.
thing. Yeah.
Okay. Same thing for me. I had like 4 jobs in 6 months. Been difficult one without a job.
So when they find what you didn't see.
All I think about is my kids and my family. It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle.
Like that's all.
I don't know how I'm gonna hang in there.
Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Thank you for coming together. We come back. So tell us how your week has been so far as you get into how depression has affected your week so far. We'll start with Mr. Maddie right here.
I will not be able to pay my rent. It's stressful.
Okay.
I barely keep my light on, and it's just giving me a headache, pretty much.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing.
We kind of, share the similar issues at this time. I'm also struggling with keeping up with my personal bills and loans and things of that nature. Yeah.
Yes. My week pretty much it has been hard for me to comprehend what other people say to me. Like it goes in one ear, comes out the other because depression has actually shut think what people say, so I isolate myself. So pretty much that's what my week has been like.
And what the other way you supposed to deal with that?
Okay. Mr. T, remember what we stated in
Sorry,
the
sorry,
book rules that you let somebody talk before
sorry.
stepping, okay? Thank you for that. Okay, go ahead.
my week has been quite terrible. Struggling to keep my fourth job right now, and kind of under suspension. Hoping that can get through and just keep this job.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my week has also been terrible. I was scheduled for an interview for a new job, and just couldn't get myself to go for that, to go into that interview.
Okay.
And I've been lonely and staying myself, which is not good.
Okay. From what I hear everybody say, stating is that depression has impacted their life negatively in some sort of way. Am I hearing correct?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. I just want to thank you guys for sharing. And if you could also tell us, how have you been able to deal with the depression so far? I mean, how have you been able to, in your own words?
Just hanging out with friends.
Okay.
That's the only that I can cope so far.
Okay.
And just being able to get by
Okay.
with my friends.
Okay.
For me, it's more of isolation, just trying to things, on my own
Okay.
so far.
Okay.
Yeah, similar to what you said, isolation too. I isolate myself to try and deal with it, to just watch something, movies, and pretty much that's just isolation.
Okay.
A lot of drinking, every brand, whatever you can think of. Just trying to soak myself in.
I'm sorry, Mr. T. Remember the group who
Oh,
said we're not going to use the
sorry.
phone while we're here.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you for doing that. If you could turn it up to put it vibrate. I'm sorry, Mr. Stanley. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so it's been drinking. I mean, I'm trying to soak myself in to see if I can drink myself out of this depression.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, mine is I have withdrawn myself from every social event or contacts that I've had, and pretty much I am home 24 hours, and I try to take some medicine to be able to sleep.
Okay. Thank you all for sharing some of the coping skills. So the next thing I'd like to do is dive into the worksheet for today. What we'll be working on what is called protective factors. Protective factors are what contributes to our mental health. They allow somebody to be resilient, to face challenges. Some have strong protective factors, like having relationships, having friends to be able to deal with their depression, and some don't have that protective factor. So we would like to learn about protective factors that we can use, and also there are some protective factors that we cannot change, such as our genetics and places that we grew up. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'd like for us to the first thing it says the instruction says review each of the protective factors uh, that marks the scale to indicate how well you're performing in each area. But before going to that, I'd like to rate everybody's depression, how they're feeling right now. So, how are you feeling right now from a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest? How depressed are you right now?
10 being the highest.
Yeah, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. You say 8? Okay, that's pretty high.
Yes.
Okay,
I won't pay my rent.
okay, I understand that. Go ahead. How would you rate your depression right now?
That's 7.
A 7?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll rate mine 6.5.
6.5. Okay,
I was at 9.
9. That's pretty high. Okay,
I would say mine is 8.
okay, that's still high. So everybody's depression is kind of high right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's dive into the work sheet, and the first one says social support, which is a protective factor. This is the ability to talk about your problems. Um, People ask for practical help, a ride if your car breaks down, feeling of love, and it says there's a rating for it. It says weak, moderate, or strong. So in each of these six factors, I'd like for everybody to look into it and make a check mark or mental notes of how they'll rate their protective factor in terms of social support, if it's weak, if it's moderate or strong, physical health, if it's weak or moderate or strong, and the same for the rest of them. So just take 1 minute to look at it, and we go over everybody's protective factors. Okay, 1 minute is up, and we start with Mr. Maddie right here. If you could stick to each one, and if it's weak, moderate, or strong for like social support, physical health, and you just tell us why you rate it that way. For social support, what would you rate your or how would you rate your social support?
Moderate.
Moderate, okay. And why did you pick moderate?
I'm a little bit shy,
Michelle, okay,
but I'm opening up a little bit, and
okay.
it's exactly what I look at.
Go ahead. What about physical health?
Physical health, I would say I'm strong.
Okay, why did you pick that?
I work out.
Okay,
I try to look after my body. I try to eat healthy,
okay.
and
And how does that make you feel?
it makes me feel good.
Okay,
It makes me feel good.
okay. What about self-esteem?
It's low.
Is
It's very
low?
weak.
Okay, why is it?
Because of my financial situation.
Okay. What about coping skills? How would you rate your coping skills?
I would say moderate.
Moderate?
Yes.
Okay. What about sense of purpose?
I would say moderate.
Moderate?
Yes.
Okay. And the last one, healthy thinking?
I would say strong.
Strong? Okay. Mr. Pitt,
Yes.
go ahead and go down from the list, social support, physical
Um,
health, self-esteem.
social support, I would say my social support is weak because since I've been going through my struggle with depression, I've been isolating myself um, for a while now. So I cut every channel for any social support or friends, families. I just try to deal with my own issue
Okay.
at my own
And,
time.
and
Yeah.
has that help been able to help with depression?
It's not getting any,
Yeah.
it's not improving.
Yeah, I can see. Because the reason why is that because you isolated yourself from everybody.
Yes.
You know that makes depression. It could worsen your depression when you isolate yourself.
Okay.
Because being able to talk to somebody, family or friend or therapist or somebody out there, you'll be able to talk to them can help you um, move your social support from weak to either moderate or strong. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead with the physical health on the last one.
Physical health is low as well because going through this phase at this point in my life, kind of less appetite, don't have any appetite, just don't want to eat, So I'd say weak.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, what's the next one?
Self-esteem.
Yes, self-esteem, I'll say moderate, I still balance, my um, self-confidence. I don't think that's an issue.
Okay.
Yeah. Coping skills, I'll say moderate.
Okay.
And just trying to figure out the next step for me to balance or to get overcome my depression. So I
Okay.
say moderate.
Okay. And the next one, sense of purpose.
Sense of purpose is moderate because still working, but at the same time struggling. So it's a challenge, but it's
Okay.
moderate.
Go ahead.
positive thinking. I I'll say moderate because I do that on my own for now. So maybe if I get with this program, I'll be able to improve better on it. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, so my social support is not weak because I isolate myself. I really do network with people, interact with people. So my social network right now is very social support is very weak.
Okay.
Physical health is moderate because I watch what I eat, make sure that regardless of what I'm going through, I still have to be aware of what I eat to stay strong and have that ability to think well.
Okay.
Self-esteem, well, I wouldn't say it's low, I wouldn't say it's weak, but it's kind of moderate because I know there's something that I have to do. I still count myself as value, no matter what. I'm alive, and I know I can make an impact somewhere else
Mhm.
because of what we are doing now. Whatever I say can also have an impact on somebody else's depression. So my coping skills is moderate. Like I said earlier on, me comprehending what people um, tell me sometimes, just one ear comes out the other. But at the end of the day, it's kind of moderate, not that bad.
Okay.
Sense of purpose. Sense of purpose is pretty much strong because I know at the end of the day I still have to stay focused on the agenda and the plan to move forward. Healthy thinking is very very strong too.
Okay.
I think thinking things actually makes me do things and be more proactive.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead.
So I'll say social support is moderate for me. I kind of hold back having that conversation with people so I don't get judged,
Okay.
or I don't get people putting my issues or business out there. Physical health I'll say is strong. That's the only thing that keeps me going right now, being able to go to the gym to work out. Self-esteem I'll say is weak. That's why I'm in this state. I can't really have that conversation right now with people. Coping skills I would say is moderate. That's why I'm in this station so I can have that conversation with people who have the same issues with me
Okay.
and see how I can have that resolved. Sense of purpose I would say is moderate also. I know I have an issue and I'm working to have that resolved. And then healthy thinking I'll say is strong. I have a goal set, and a time frame set to, get myself out of depression.
Okay. I heard you mention you stated that your social support is weak because you feel like if you talk to somebody, you're going to be judged.
Yeah.
Has there been any kind of indication in the past to made that statement that you
Yeah.
were judged?
Yeah. I had some of my colleagues at my previous workplace that I tried to confide in, and
Okay.
I heard a couple of other people saying the same thing,
Okay.
and I lashed out at him, and that's how I lost that job.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Go ahead.
Yeah, my social support, I would say is weak.
Mhm.
And the reason I say that is because I've really withdrawn myself from people that would have been there to support me.
Okay.
Yeah, and physical health, I would say is weak as well.
Okay.
I have not, I'm not giving myself an opportunity to exercise like I used to do before. And I eat whatever I feel like eating. I don't pay attention to what I eat.
Okay.
Then self-esteem is weak as well
Okay.
because when you don't have it going for you, you I feel like bury my head in shame.
Okay.
And then coping skill is something weak. Sense of purpose is something weak. And healthy thinking as well is weak. Everything is weak.
Okay.
Right.
From what I heard from everybody, some of the protective factors, it's moderate, some are low. I mean, that means everybody has protective factors. I mean, in some places they're weak, and some places they're stronger than other. Okay. Does that make you feel make you feel hopeful that things will get better in the future? Yeah, at least you have a protective factor here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad everybody's able to take note of that. So there's always hope to get better. Okay. So which of the protective factor would you say is most valuable to you during difficult times? We'll start with you.
Can you say that again?
Which of the protective factors that's listed would you say is valuable to you?
I think social support.
Okay.
Yeah, because I will need friendship. I will need intimacy and
Okay.
things like that.
Yes, that's very good. And also, I would like to ask you, what do you think you could do to make that go further?
Yeah, I think I just have to make myself available. I know there are people who love me.
Okay.
You know, I've not really been nice to them, so I just have to.
And I'm glad you mentioned that you mentioned that you have people that actually love you, that really care for you. So that would be a good thing to explore, be able to open up with them and talk more. Okay? Thank you.
I would say physical health. Most of the time, I spend a lot of time going to the gym,
Okay.
trying to work out, hit the punching bag, and just let out all the frustration.
And what do you think you could do to maybe protect the factor of
Well, like with this session that we're having, I think I would try to engage more in terms of having that conversation that has been had for me.
okay.
Being able to trust that whatever I say here remains here, and maybe just speak more about it.
Yeah, and you also have the group members here that you could share with, that's why I say we have confidentiality that it's not going to be shared outside. So you feel comfortable to talk to your group members also. Okay. Go ahead, Miss.
Yes, coping skills is what I hold valuable to me because it's very, very hard for me to understand someone's emotions or whatever conversation that they have that brings that behavior, emotional behavior. I try to distance myself and push myself away, but I believe that once I can work on that,
What do you think you could do to improve that?
to just try and understand that everybody has emotions. Feelings that no matter what the situation is, you can't hide that. It's something that you have to deal with. And you have to, once you want to deal with it, you have to hit it head on.
Okay. That's a very good one. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. P.
Sense of purpose.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm doing the right thing at the right time. I'm kind of struggling with that right now. So I think if I'm able to figure out how to do the right thing at the right time, that'll be the next step forward for me, and I'll be able to overcome um, my struggle.
So what do you think you could do? Let's see, you could do to moving forward to sense of purpose.
Moving forward, find a better purpose in my career field.
Okay.
Knowing what is the right thing for me to do that's going to make me happy, overcome depression, being sad, not being, socializing with people or being isolating myself. But once I'm able to find that channel to do the right thing, be in the right field, being around the right people and moving forward, I think that would really help me overcome.
Can you tell me a little bit more? What field are you in right now, if I may ask?
Right now, I'm currently a support engineer.
Okay.
So I'm looking to do something more than just being a support engineer. So I'm trying to balance, to figure out where do I fit in today's society, what's better for me and my family, and yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah, Mr. Matt.
My social support, finding how to talk to people, and tell them my real problems. I do have friends that I hang around with, but I really don't tell them the truth or things that they need to know
Okay.
about what is going on in my life. I
Okay.
just hang around, party with them, keep my stress down a little bit as much as I can, but don't really tell them what is really going
So
on.
what do you think you could do to improve that?
Talk more, say the truth about what is going on in my life,
Okay.
so people can actually help or able to diagnose, at least pinpoint
Okay.
how to be able to help.
Okay.
And I think that's my solution.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. We are almost running out of time. At this time, I would like for us to rate our depression mood from scale of 1 to 10. In the past, you said it was high. So 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. From what we've learned from this worksheet so far, how would you rate your depression right now?
Before I was 8, I would say now I'm 4
Okay.
because I get to talk to people. I've heard other people's problems.
Okay.
I'm not the only one going through this situation, and
Yes.
I know it could be better.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
felt it to 4.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Booth.
I'll say a 5 because this is my first session,
Mhm.
and it's been very, very helpful to just know that I'm not alone,
Okay.
and there's always a solution, and there's always help to resolving every problem that one is facing. So I'll say 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say mine too is a 5 because coming to sit down with our colleagues here, finding out that what I've learned that the main number one thing that causes their depression that affects them the most is isolation. And if you notice, each and every one of us have that thing in common, isolation. So that has been much perspective in how to deal with this depression. But I put that 5 right now.
Okay.
I would say mine is a 6 from a 9. I think this session has been very productive for me.
Okay.
Knowing the fact that I can engage any of my friends here and being able to share my problem, that has really given me something of confidence. So yeah, I would say it's a 6.
Yeah, mine I would say has dropped from 8 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's been positive since we got here. I can see I'm not the only one dealing with this issue.
Okay.
So things are looking up.
Yeah, you made a very good statement. What he's saying is he's not the only one dealing with this issue. We find out that everybody's dealing with this issue of depression. You're not the only one, and that gives you more encouragement that there's help out there, and also for whatever we're learning here, it's a very good tool for us to be using. We could take it home and keep working on it. And next week when we come back, we would also go over the rest of the questions, okay? And whatever questions that you have, okay?
All right.
So I would like to mention that today we shared our thoughts and feelings about depression. We mentioned that we're not the only one. You're not the only one dealing with depression. We have people that you could talk to. Also, we learned some coping skills from the worksheet, and also we mentioned the time that we're going to be living here and the rules. Okay, Mike, does anybody have anything to add to that? Okay. I would like to thank you all for coming, and I hope that we've learned 1 or 2 things today, and I'll hope to see you guys next week on Monday at the same time. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming, and I will.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.